What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventurer 1994 here, and it is Thursday, September 1st, 2022, and this is a tropical update I want to share with you guys. And we are now out of a quiet August for the Atlantic Basin, and now we are in September, which means tropical activity is popping up again. The tropics are heating up again now that we're in September. Activity's picking up and everything. Remember, we are heading into the peak of the hurricane season on Saturday, September 10th, so a lot more activity is going to be picking up. The most important thing I want to show you guys is that there's still 2 disturbances in the Atlantic right now, and Tropical Storm Danielle just formed earlier this morning, and it's like sitting there, like intensifying as we speak. Right now it's a tropical storm, and it's expected to straighten into a hurricane soon. Yeah, right now it's staying in that area, but it's gonna move like next week. It's gonna move northeast once it gets out of its circle, according to what the cone is showing. I just hope it doesn't expand with the cone, and I just hope the Azores or Europe doesn't get affected by this hurricane or tropical storm. Hopefully, best case scenario, it dissipates soon. But this is actually our first named storm ever since Colin in early July for the Atlantic Basin. And let's just hope it doesn't really affect anybody with Danielle. Hopefully it stays in the ocean. I mean, if the Azores get something and they don't get impacted, then I can only see them getting rip currents from this thing. So, about disturbance 1 in the Atlantic, it has a 60% chance in 2 days and an 80% chance in 5 days. That hasn't really changed much, but it is getting some energy, and that disturbance is moving pretty slow right now. But it's still showing a big cone for the 5-day outlook. But what's so concerning is that I already told you this on Sunday, that where the cone is showing, it's pointing northwest. And wanna know why that's concerning? Because it looks like this storm is capable of going up the East Coast. That's my concern. Hopefully, best case scenario, it stays out to sea into the Atlantic and doesn't affect anyone. I know models are picking up on it that it will be curved out to sea, but that doesn't look definite to me. I'm keeping an eye on this thing. I'm not really looking at the models right now. I'm focusing on the bigger picture with the National Hurricane Center. I will be keeping an eye on this track because I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the 5-day outlook. And the other disturbance that's coming off the coast of Africa has like a 30% chance, I think. I'm gonna have to check again. And then we have 2 disturbances in the Pacific that are like bubbling up quickly. Disturbance 1 is like has a 90% chance of forming into something in 2 days or 5 days, I think. And then the other disturbance is in yellow, but that one has a potential of growing into something quick. So yeah, we have our first named storm in the Atlantic for the first time since July. And Danielle is expected to become a hurricane soon. It's starting to look more organized than before. And in the Pacific, our next named storm in the Pacific will be Javier, the letter J name. Yeah. Ivet was in the middle of August and they didn't really get anything for 2 weeks. But now the Pacific is waking up again after a 2-week break. So I will be keeping an eye on this for you guys. We really need to be on high alert because we are going to the peak of hurricane season pretty soon, which is not too far from now. And all I gotta say is get prepared now before any impacts happen. Hopefully, best case scenario, Danielle doesn't affect anyone. I know Europe gets European windstorms, but I just hope Danielle doesn't affect those areas. Or the Azores. But it'd be pretty interesting to see it go near Scotland or United Kingdom or France or wherever. But hopefully that's not the case. And I'm especially hoping Disturbance 1 stays in the ocean. And if it becomes something, the next name will be Earl. But let's hope the models are staying true. But the cone doesn't look good right now because it's pointing towards the east coast. It's like pointing northwestward. Hopefully it doesn't go up the east coast. Hopefully it stays out in the ocean. So get prepared, keep an eye on these systems, and I guess that's it. Bye.